Vanakkam, welcome to Nirati channel. Friends, usually I don't prefer to watch web series because they take much longer time than feature film and need plenty of patience to watch one by one episodes. And also, in my personal opinion, web series should be an independent collection of stories all contained within a framework. For example, a police inspector investigating different crimes, or the best example could be Sherlock Holmes stories, where Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, they are the common characters, but in each story they solve a different mystery. But unfortunately, I didn't have any movies to watch. So yesterday I watched a web series in Hotstar. I thought I would give my opinion about that. The series is named Human, which is claimed to be a medical thriller. We will go into the main plot of the story. The main plot of the story is about discovering a new drug for heart issues. It is actually claimed to be a miracle drug, okay? And then discovering that drug and bringing that into market, and that is the main purpose of one pharmaceutical company. And what happens is, in the opening scene, they show dead rats being disposed, meaning the trial of drug on the animals is not successful. So, what happens next is the pharmaceutical company is very desperate to bring the drug to market because it has already lost plenty of funds in discovering COVID vaccine. So if they don't bring it into market very soon, they will become bankrupt. That pharmaceutical company is called as Vayu Pharmaceutical Company. So what they decide? They decide to go to the next stage of trial of testing, that is testing on humans. Okay. On the other side, a renowned neurosurgeon, Gauri Nath, she heads a reputed corporate hospital. She owns it. She and her husband leading an understanding marriage. They both have ambitious plans to expand their hospitals. And initially, what happens is a young cardiac surgeon, Dr. Saira. So I'm only telling the characters' names, okay? Dr. Saira joins the hospital, and Gauri starts liking her, and eventually she uses her to throw out the present head of the cardiac department. Now, both pharma and hospital combine to use humans as guinea pigs by holding medical camps. They use agents like Mangu, it's a small one young person from slums, to make poor people accept some cash and take the injections, okay? And then what happens afterwards is disastrous. Few people die, and after going through severe pain, after blood vomiting and boils all over the body, it's very horrific sight, okay? And Mangu's mother also falls as a victim, and she also dies, and which makes him realize that a huge scandal is going on. But he is a very poor boy, what can he do? Meanwhile, Gauri and Saira become very close. As a matter of fact, they become very, very close. Saira is still not aware of what is going on around her, especially about this new drug. And then in parallel, a group of nurses working in government hospitals who had had a traumatic past are tested with neurological drugs. And all of them are always with smiling faces. And surprisingly, no one notices their abnormal behavior. I don't understand why. They're always smiling, Okay, when the deaths after the trials, okay, when the deaths and scams slowly start to emerge to media attention, as usual, they pull in politicians by bribing them and to solve the this scam and to save the pharma company and as well as the hospital. So this is the main plot of the story. So what happens after this is the next episodes. So this plot sets in the first 1 or 2 or 3 episodes itself. This series contains totally 10 episodes. Okay. And now I will come to my opinion. If the focus of the entire series stayed on the core issue of the new drug, human testing, deaths, and that how they are able to resolve the issues, or how they are able to close the mouths of media, how they are able to distract the attention from their issues. If this was focused throughout in the web series, the series would have been interesting. Unfortunately, after 2 or 3 episodes, the story deviates into some flashbacks, unnecessary relationships, personal intimacies, which contribute nothing to the main plot. So we start to lose our interest. So I would say the first 2 to 3 episodes are okay, but after that we start to lose our interest. And we have seen such Hollywood movies, similar stories, with similar stories. For example, movie called Side Effects, which was released in 2013. So I was waiting to see how different this series is from previously seen movies, but finally I understood nothing. I mean, what a waste of time. Story flows aimlessly. It feels like somehow they want to take 10 episodes and they filled each episode with some boring, repeated stuff. As a matter of fact, doctors are spending more time outside the hospitals than with patients. Very unrealistic. I think OTT streaming, it doesn't go through censorship, and it makes these makers beneficial. And my imagination is both director and producer would have discussed about whether to take this as a feature film or a web series. This is a short story. I mean, the story's main plot is only this, okay? So they would have discussed, okay, whether shall we take a feature film or web series. I think they would have discussed about it, my imagination. They would have discussed about it, and finally, okay, they would have tossed a coin. Heads, if it falls, they would have gone for a feature film. Tails, for a web series. My bad luck, it was tails. So, my friends, this is supposed to be a medical thriller. Starts good, but after that it goes away from the main plot, and too many flashbacks and too many sentiment things and too many relationship things come in, and finally even the ending scenes are not providing the necessary answers that need to be provided. What happens to the hospital, what happened to the main real estate person, the Norina's husband, and what happens to the politician, nothing is shown. Only the suicides of 2 people. So in every aspect, if you see, this movie or this web series is a complete waste of time. So may I suggest that please do not watch this and waste your time. If you like this, please share, comment, and please click subscribe, and I welcome your comments. Till we meet again, thank you.